Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new day. It's Sunday morning, probably at 20 after 6 in the morning now. We went to bed about 2 in the morning and we're up by 6 in the morning, so I figured I'd just make some breakfast. Yeah, so I'm just making some scrambled eggs, bacon, and hash brown patties. I've already got the bacon in the oven, and the cardinals were singing just before it got light out this morning, so that's always nice to hear. I have no idea how many eggs I'm cracking here. Maybe I'll do 5. I don't know if I'll go back to sleep after breakfast, but you kind of figure, well, you're up already, so you might as well stay up. And I've been putting my eggshells, when I make some eggs, I've been putting my eggshells on a paper plate here to dry out overnight. And then after they're dried out, I put them all in a Ziploc bag until I have enough, and then I can crush them up. So, and that's going to be for the garden this summer or spring. So yeah, I'm going to put these somewhere where they dry. Sometimes I'll put them on the stove on top of something, because if I've got the oven on, then it's warm there and it helps them dry faster. Alright everyone, so I just wanted to show you some of the stuff I've been saving for the garden this year, to use them like as starter planters and stuff like that. I have some empty coffee cans right here. They're plastic. So I have a shorter one and I have this taller one. So I've got those saved up, and this container of coffee creamer. This is full, but I have one empty over there, so I'll have that. And by the time we're doing gardening stuff, this one will be empty too, and I'll probably have another tall one. And then I also saved this empty container of sour cream. I just rinsed it out. Got all the sour cream out of it. So any containers like this in the house, I'll be saving for starter planters. So yeah, I'll be saving those for starter planters. And yeah, so we'll see what it brings. And as you can see, I'm saving the eggshells. So yeah, I can't wait to get the seeds started. I'll probably do that next month, but it'll be here quick enough. And Glenn's choice for today's hot sauce with breakfast is going to be the Valentina, which is extra hot. Hey everyone, so it is 3:18 in the afternoon now, and I am going to make a dessert for myself. Last night or yesterday I made the blueberry pie for Glenn, and I didn't make a dessert for myself, and I don't eat blueberry, so I am going to make myself a very quick no-bake cheesecake because I love it, and Glenn's not a big fan of it, so it's a great time when I make his dessert that I can make my own, just like supper. Supper tonight is going to be 2 completely different suppers and 2 completely different sides. So first we're going to get to this though. For a no-bake cheesecake, I'll be putting it in an 8x8, and I've got it lined with just graham crackers. You can put the graham crackers as whole, or you can crush them up and mix it with melted butter and sugar to make the other type of graham cracker crust. I prefer just to do it like this because the crust is not that important to me, and after this sits for a while, that graham cracker is going to soften up. You're not even going to know it's there. So I already got that ready. What else I'm going to need is 2 8-ounce bars of softened cream cheese. These have been sitting out since this morning. They're very softened. You're also going to need some vanilla. This is clear, so it shouldn't discolor the mix at all. You're going to need 1 8-ounce tub of whipped topping, whether it's Cool Whip or Kroger brand or Walmart brand, whatever. Just an 8-ounce tub. And 1/4 cup of sugar. So this is going to be enough to make a good size 8x8. If you want it bigger, you might want to double the ingredients. So I'm going to go ahead and get to this. I'm going to open up my cream cheese. I won't put you through the torture of watching it. So I'll be back. Okay, so I have my 2 blocks of cream cheese in here. What I like to do before I throw in the whipped topping is go ahead and cream it up and take out any chunks, just so all the chunks are gone. This is one of my favorite quick no-bake recipes because I love like cream cheese dessert type recipes. And Glenn's not a great big fan of cream cheese desserts or cream cheese in general. He'll eat it. He's eaten this in the past, but not his favorite. And it is probably one of mine. Throw in my 1/4 cup of sugar and mix that in. Because I'll end up folding in the Cool Whip. Alright, we're going to go ahead and throw in some vanilla. This is clear. Again, just because I don't want to discolor the mix. I've used the regular vanilla, the brown kind, forever. I just happen to get this clear for when I make icing and stuff. So I'm just going to use it for this. You could use like a teaspoon or so, it doesn't matter. So tonight for supper, I'll be making Glenn his meatloaf. And he wants some mashed potatoes, but not instant, so I'll have to make some regular mashed potatoes. I am going to make myself a bacon cheeseburger with some French fries. And they're homemade French fries, so needless to say, there's no way we're going to be eating at the same time. And that's okay, that happens a lot. As long as we eat, right? So now I'm just going to go ahead and fold in the Cool Whip. And you're going to use the whole 8 ounces. Alright, we're just going to fold that in. Alright, so my Cool Whip is folded into the cream cheese mix. And now I'm just going to pour it into my 8x8. And then I'm going to cover this. This comes with a cover. And put it in the refrigerator and let it chill and set. And it'll be ready for dessert tonight. Now you can add a topping to it. Like those pie fillings. Those cans of pie fillings that I use for Glenn's cherry and blueberry pie. We have strawberry also. But you can top your piece of cream cheese pie with that. I'm just going to eat it like that. I don't want to open a whole can just for myself, in case we don't use it right away. So I had intentions of doing some stuff around the house, but I ended up taking a nap and falling asleep. Well, taking a nap is falling asleep. I would actually start watching a movie, Dead Men Walking, with Susan Sarandon and Sean Penn. I've seen it before. I actually, if I feel like I'm going to fall asleep, I'll put a movie on that I've already seen. That way I didn't miss anything and I don't have to go back. But I put it on and I fell asleep shortly after that. And I woke up for the ending with both kitties and Gypsy with me. So yeah, so I took a nap. It's Sunday. It's nap day, right? All right. So that's it. This is ready to go in the fridge. I'll cover it up. And yeah, I'll have it for dessert tonight. Glenn still has plenty of apple or blueberry pie. And I'm going to get started shortly on supper. All right, so I'm going to start getting stuff ready for supper. And I'm going to start with the potatoes so those can get cooking. And because the mashed potatoes, if they're done early, they just got to be rewarmed. And I'm going to start prepping my fries. So I've got three potatoes for my French fries, and I'm going to do 6 potatoes for Glenn's mashed potatoes because I'm sure there's going to be leftovers for tomorrow. So I'll do 6 and 3. So I'm going to start peeling and cutting those and getting the mashed potatoes going on the stove. And then soaking my French fries. So I'm going to get that done. I won't record it because it's just potatoes. So I'll be back when I do other prep work. All right, everyone. So we're about 15 minutes into our meal prep right now. I'm trying to time it to see how long it takes me to prep and cook 2 completely different meals for both of us. So I've got the potatoes already on the stove. So those are going. Just cutting up my French fries. I'm going to put them in some water to soak for a little bit. Get all that starchy stuff out. After this, I'll start mincing the garlic and grating the onions. Alright, so I got my potatoes all cut up for French fries, got them in water. I could already see the starchiness come out, so I'll let them soak for about a half hour, then I'll rinse them out and throw them on a towel to dry. And then right now, I'm going to get to the onion and garlic. Okay, we need about a tablespoon of minced garlic. If it's not a full tablespoon, that's okay, because we're using a little bit less meat. It calls for 2 pounds, and we're using 1.5. Ooh, garlic's sticky. I went ahead and sharpened up the knife. I would like to get one of those, I don't know, Japanese knives. They're supposed to be so sharp. That would be cool to have. I don't know which one though. I've seen them on videos. Okay, I'm going to call that good. Okay, so I'm ready to do the onion. I've got the garlic done. So for the onion, we're going to grate it instead of chop it up because we want all those juices from the onion to go in the meatloaf. All right, so I'm preparing for the bacon now. I'm going to get the bacon going in the oven. And then I'm going to separate my part of the ground beef or the ground chuck from my bacon cheeseburgers. I've got my French fries out of the water and drying on a towel. So let those sit for a while. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to have one big bacon cheeseburger or 2 smaller ones. So I anticipate about 4 pieces of bacon for each one. So I'll put 8 pieces. And if I just have one big one, I'll just stack more bacon on there. You know how I love my bacon. So I'm just going to do 8 pieces. Alright, so now I'm going to get my hamburger patties done and prepared. So they're ready to go. I just separated a little bit from the meatloaf meat. Got the bacon in the oven. Then all I have left to do is, mash the potatoes, fry the French fries. But frying the French fries, you could just put those on and they'll work itself. And then just prepare the meatloaf meat. Alright, so I'm going to do a couple patties here. And I'll probably just fry these on the George Foreman. And it's 80-20 on the fat content. So it should stay good. Hopefully it stays as big. So I've got a parchment paper there, just separating my 2 hamburger patties. And I'm going to use, I think I mentioned this, the hamburger buns from the bakery shop that we got at the pantry on Thursday. We haven't used those yet, so I'm just going to take them and maybe toast them a little bit. And I think I'm actually still going to cut up some lettuce and tomato and make this a California style burger. I miss those. Alright, so these are ready to go. I'm going to put all this aside and check on the potatoes for the mashed potatoes, get the bacon put away in the fridge, and start getting stuff for the meatloaf. Okay, so I forgot to mention, we are 50 minutes, 50, into our prep time, and that's for 2 different meals, 2 completely different meals. Alright everyone, so we are now an hour into all the food prep. And I am ready to mash the potatoes, and I can just keep these on low until the meatloaf is done. So it's no big deal. Bacon is done out of the oven. All the measurements are done for the meatloaf, except for the glaze once I put the meatloaf in. So just got to mash the potatoes. I would say it's going very well. Alright, we are ready to get started on the meatloaf itself. Mashed potatoes are on the stove, just on very low, so I'm going to spray the loaf pan. Whew. And now I'm going to line it with plastic wrap. I want all sides covered. Don't worry, we're not cooking it in here. I'm going to press it down, get all the air bubbles out. I got this recipe, well, Glenn found this recipe on YouTube, and what I will do is leave a link to that video in the description if you want to follow that link, the recipe. This is my first attempt at meatloaf, so I hope it goes better than the potato salad. All right, and again, I don't like meatloaf. I have tried it before. I just don't like the taste. All right, we're going to put this to the side.